you and your wife doing the walkthrough. I said, look at God. Boy, look at what they done
That was
did.
really, really big too. Watching him
Congratulations.
and his wife doing it, and then getting a chance to see Kirk in his new studio. Like while it's still brand new, he's still taking the wrappers off of the monitors. It was just really cool. Kirk, how did
Yeah,
it
man.
feel? More importantly, how did it feel?
No, it's a culmination. You know, it's like I when I first started doing content, I was at the kitchen table. Real talk.
Right.
Then we had a little spot to the side, and we cleared out a closet, and that was my permanent space for quite some time. So it just, it felt like the culmination. It felt like, every time I stepped into something new and bigger, it was also I hate to go spiritual on y'all, but
Come
it was
on.
God stretching me, man. It was
That's
God
awesome.
stretching me. It was God calling out of me more than I thought was in there. And so it's been a faith journey. It's always been that. And just kind of believing if what you're doing is not scaring you, it's not big enough.
Come
It's
on,
probably
man. I
not
like
even the
that.
right thing.
I like
It's not,
that.
it's not, it's gotta be scary. And this is scary. This is scary to an extent. It's also adventurous because I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know what doors are going to open. I don't know who's going to connect me with and what having this space means. So I'm trying to grasp all of it, Strick, but it's relationships like these, like the two brothers on the screen right now, right? Would not have met either of them were it not for content, were it not for going on this journey. I didn't know that I was
And
going
we're
to meet
just an
them.
hour and a half away from each other.
Boom.
Well, not James, of
Boom.
course.
Oh,
We're
by flight. You know,
we are a lifetime away from James.
Look, they know me
James
at the
is in the
airport.
future.
You know what I'm saying?
That part. James,
Yeah.
so your setup is so high tech right now that because you have the images on the TV behind
I think it's grabbing it's grabbing them
the
images
faces back there.
No, it's grabbing Mel's. It's grabbing HC's picture in behind me. So
as soon as you did that,
yeah. As soon as I cover her face up.
So I wanted to be out of focus because it just looks so good. You're making me look bad today. So just move to the left side a little bit. If you're out of focus, people won't be able to notice how crispy that camera is today. You talking about having it dialed in. Now that's dialed in.
It's what we do, man. We show up.
Nice.
That's right. We show up. That's what we do.
Dialed in.
That's what's up, man. So today, Matt, thank you for coming through, saying hello. If you are in the comments today, if you're watching us today, just let us know that you're here. Say hello, just like Matt. Guess what? We'll say hello right back to you once you be a part of this show. This is a good one. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between live versus pre-recorded content. And, we want to stick it right back into, we want to put it right there with podcasts. So we're talking podcasts, long form content. So hello to you, Mr. Conaway. Glad you were able to come hang out with us today. And, guys, what do you think about? Let's just start here. I wanted to start from the beginning because people are going to watch this in the replay. And it's like they just jibber jabber for 10 minutes, in which I could. We could do catch up all the time, especially with James on. Kurt and I mean, it's over with now. We're just.
I just showed up out of the blue. Hey, Kirk, I wasn't even supposed to be here till next week.
That's how it is at the cookout. You just
I
just
just rolled in.
Yeah, we got to play. Come on through.
Yeah,
I just came in with my mac and cheese. And said, okay.
You didn't come empty-handed, so you know what I mean? We all gonna be listen, the meal is the content that we're gonna share today.
There you go.
And I'm telling you, your boy James came with the entree.
I'm ready.
So let's go.
I'm ready. Yeah, we're gonna bring some things today. I'm gonna be that Doubting Thomas for these young gentlemen. We're gonna have a discussion.
So shouts out to you, Tracy. Shouts out to you, Marianne. Thank you for coming through today. Glad you guys can be a part of this conversation. I'm praying that this helps you a little bit. The first thing we're going to talk about today, I'm going to start with from live to the benefits of live content first. So if you're doing a podcast, the biggest benefit that I'm thinking is the live format. You can build community like this. So I'm on right now. And Marianne is saying hello to everybody. And guess what? I'm able to throw her information or her comment right on screen and talk to her. And it's Monday, somewhere around 9 o'clock in Australia, and she's seeing this. And it's Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time in Alabama. Guess what?
Yes, sir.
And we have a connection that we're able to make because of the live component. I just don't know how else, another way to connect with people other than this format across the world all at one time.
Yeah, so, man. No, listen, you hit the nail on the head. It's a two-way street. It's real-time engagement. It's a real-time conversation. When we see the comments, when we see, Rock Bottom Diary saying, "Hello, team. This is Tracy. What's good, Tracy? Good to have you." We see Matt out there. We see Conway. We see Marianne. We're able to. This was not part of our script to say these things, right? This was that we stopped to say what's up because they said what's up. And this is what you got to understand. And what Strick is saying is the community piece of live. The reason why it's so big is because you make your audience part of the show, part of the content. It's part of, it's so organic. And this is the reason why live content is consumed more than any other type, because people don't want to leave. Right. I'm actually part of this. I'm actually contributing to the overall end product that others will watch on replay. I'm actually here.
Right.
So that's why, absolutely. The biggest advantage of live is that conversational, organic thing that happens when people meet people. And you can't have that in any other way.
And as Matt says here, the time travel, man, this is the real thing. This is the real thing. They say right now it's hard to go backwards, but you can go forwards. And we're watching it in real time.
Yeah. Conway just said it as well. I feel more part of the podcast when I catch the live. That's gold.
It is gold.
I feel more part of it. Yeah.
It is gold.
Hey, Strick, before you go on, let me chime in, because again, you can't fabricate
hear what you
that.
Got to say, yes, sir.
Yeah, right. You can't fabricate that, and you can't make that up.
Right.
Right. The in the moment, the engagement, the interaction, the building network, the building community, like Kirk is saying, that's really at the end result. That's the win-win for the producer, for the director, for the attendee, for everyone that's involved. By being able to reach out to Marianne, who's in Australia right now. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, that's really big.
To build relationship. I don't have to jump on the plane unless I want to. I got my passport and we can go do that.
Passport. Yeah.
However, by being able to be in Slack messages with her and being able to see her online here, communicating with the audience, by having that and building that relationship, that makes me better. That makes you better. That makes her better. And that makes this overall atmosphere better.
I totally agree with that. I totally agree. The other thing that I think live provides is a sense of urgency. So if I'm going live Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday morning, 9 a.m. Australia time, guess what? Marianne has got it set that the stream show is coming in. I want to be there to be a part of this show. And that urgency you don't automatically have when it's pre-recorded. So I like the fact that we could have some synergy around. We're about to go live right now. I just
right now. Right now.
Think about this too.
No, Think about James.
Think about if you didn't go live tonight. Think about again if your audience and your community expected you, because you've been consistent with it. But what about if you didn't go live? And the feeling of missing out, the feeling of that your community would feel if that didn't happen. If they're understanding all things, things happen, Murphy's going to happen, and if life just starts lifing. But if you're expected to go live on Sunday afternoon at a specific time, and you got 20, 30, 40 people ready to engage and interact and communicate, and then you don't do that, you've let them down. You have an onus to yourself and the onus to your community to be consistent. If you're going to do the thing, show up and do it. Thing.
Come on. It's a verbal contract. It's a verbal contract, and it's a contract that you as the creator get to dictate the terms. You say I'm going
Y'all ain't
live
ready for this.
Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You say that you are making that verbal contract.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and it definitely there's an urgency, and it's that same concept of what I was talking about earlier. That I'm part of this.
Right.
My people are going to be there. Man, man, the community pieces that come out of the live stream at when we're offline, or if you're in a community, if you're in a DM or something like that, those are all things. I mean, if people miss out and they don't know the inside joke, you feel like you're not quite a part of the crew.
I
All
gotta
of those
spend more
things
time.
are,
I gotta learn what's going on. I gotta learn the
golly, I
lingo.
gotta figure out what did he say? What did he say? Oh man, I missed that joke. So now live does create that sense of urgency. But here's the other thing too: the urgency not only comes from us on screen, and of course that verbal contract that is made by the host, but the urgency comes from people in the comment section.
Right.
Yeah.
So Rock Bottom Diary says, I'm new to podcasting. How many recorded episodes do you suggest? Now, we're going to answer that, but I want you to know this. I think it's Tracy. I want you to know this, that your question has a sense of urgency to it
I know
for
where this
us.
man going. I know where he going.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Preach, preacher.
Your question has a sense of urgency for us, because we want to answer it in the lifetime of this live stream.
That's right.
So it creates urgency on both sides. Somebody's like, man, stream show's going on. I have had a question. Let me go to the live stream and see if I can get that question answered. There's that level of urgency is on both sides. And I love it. I love it. I don't know, Strick, if you want to take that question now or not, but I just wanted to use it as an analogy for what we're talking about in terms of urgency.
It does create urgency. And as a live stream podcaster, content creator, like anytime we have a question, we want to dive into the question, and we will stop mid-sentence and, we got a question. Stop.
Yeah. Because that matters, right?
Said, I think it definitely does.
You're right. You're right, James.
I think it
matters.
Because someone has, Kirk and I have talked about this a lot. You can have, just look at your studio. If 10 people were physically in your studio would be packed, right?
Oh, it'd be packed.
Yeah.
So
packed.
That being said, we appreciate the numbers no matter what they are. From 1 to 100. If one person is on, hey, how are you? Guess what? In
one is gathered in my name.
In media training, yes, you're only talking to one person at a time.
One person. That's it.
The whole time. Now, when I call out Marianne, if I call out Tracy, and I call out Mac, and I call out Conway, guess what? Now I'm talking to them, but basically every other time it's still you.
Yeah.
It's not y'all.
The global you. I love it.
So that being said, Tracy is new to podcasting. How many recorded episodes do you suggest practicing to get better before going live? That is an awesome question.
It is phenomenal.
All three of us are gonna have a different answer to that question, Tracy. And the biggest thing is, how are you practicing? Now, my introduction to podcasting and content, doing long form content on YouTube, I actually recorded 4 different 5-minute segments. All right. I recorded it and then edited it. I needed to get a little bit of the jitters out. I needed to be able to see how it would work and then post it and see how people responded to it before I actually went live. I was trying to, do it the way that I felt better. But I will tell you this, recording and going live are 2 different things. They are 2 different things. They come from, so I come out of the radio world, which other than the video piece, I hit the live button, on air goes up, and I am live, right? So I have that skill set to be able to talk regardless of, just like James, just like Kirk, regardless of the content. Like, I have an opinion about the world. I have an opinion about waking up every day.
This boy got the gift of gab is what he got. He got the gift of gab.
There's a skill that was developed over years of being on the radio.
Yeah.
Now, I have that skill set, and I can go live. But there are other buttons you have to press, other things you have to do. I'm looking at comments. I got 2 monitors in front of me, and I'm able to go from the comments to talking to Kirk to talking to James, and then flipping to a whole nother scene that is part of our presentation today. All of those things I'm able to do, and the only way you're going to be able to get good at those things is to do it. You're going to make mistakes. But if you do it and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then make it and do it again, and make the same mistakes multiple times, we have a whole new T-shirt that is, what's our T-shirt? It is Live Happens. All right. So you have to constantly be thinking that I'm going to work this out, even with the mistakes, and be able to go through it. James, have that been your experience, or would you say that would be a way to get started?
I agree to an extent with you. And I will say my answer straight up to Rocket Bottoms is it depends. Right? It depends on the type of content that you're delivering. It depends on if kind of like Strick is presenting slides. If you're doing that extra aspect, if your expectation is to have some automation pieces behind it, you talked about stream decks, you talk about managing comments, and you talk about doing all those things. If I had to give a number, the number is 3. 1 be the first time that you turn the lights on, press record, and did the thing. So you got through that aspect. Number 2, you went back and you saw what you missed the first time. You saw kind of your mistakes. You said, okay, now I know what I need to do if X, Y, Z happens. And then number 3, go out there and do it. Remove all of those external entities, all of those extra worries. Don't worry about if the lighting is right. Don't worry if you're out of focus slightly. Don't worry about all the other things. Practice on getting the message out. Practice on the mechanics. The mechanics of looking in the camera, the mechanics of actually delivering your message, the mechanics of actually understanding pre, intra, and post. So what matters to delivering an online presentation, do that. But don't mess around and wait too long. Do it once. Get your feet in the water. Do it twice. Now you got I don't know, some more analogies. You got your swimsuit on, so you know if the water's cold or what. And then that third time, you just go out there and make it happen, and then continue to iterate.
Dive in.
Me, Kirk, Strick, Matt, all these other folks, we've been doing this for years, but yet still, every time we go live, we have a checklist. We think about it. It's not always right.
Sure. Yes,
There's something that jumps off, and we plan for it. We have contingencies, but you don't get that until you get out there and do the exercise.
Right.
I love it.
So to give you a number, I'm gonna say 3.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm not gonna add anything to it. Strick kind of broke it down. I think he really between what Strick shared and what James shared, you've got a whole thing to really work with, Tracy. Only thing I would say is even with your practice, see if you can get somebody to come and just watch with you. Feedback. One of the things I've come to appreciate, and what I feel is a force multiplier with my content, is having a coach, is having a sounding board. Even my boys, even my people, I can go and say, hey, can you check this out real quick? Let me know, did I miss anything here? Because you reviewing it, getting comfortable is one piece, but then you reviewing it and then juxtaposing that with somebody else reviewing it and giving you feedback, those are 2 different things. And the name of the game is you want to get better. If you want to truncate that time frame, you want to be able to get some more eyes on it. So that's the only thing I would say is bring other people into the process. I would agree with James. 3 is great, but I mean, listen, build it in public is all I'm saying.
Boy,
build it in public. Build it in public. Yeah. Come on. I'm trying to stay. Listen. Strick has a whole list of things we need to touch on. That's why I'm trying to be quiet. But no, Tracy, build it in public. 3 is good. I definitely want you to get comfortable. Listen, one of the things I do in my community, one of the ladies in my community, she was going to go live. A bunch of us just went over to her live stream, and we just sat there with her, and we just we talked. We're like, you're doing great. You're doing great. We just gave her feedback in real time. I think building in public, y'all.
Yeah.
You're not gonna, the most data you're going to have in order to get better is by doing the thing. All right.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And have those people that are giving you that feedback, not just yes people. Have those people that are willing to get to debate with you and give you sound decisions, criticism if necessary. Be respectful, but have those folks look at your body of work and say, if you did this, and then give an example or a reason behind it, and then you absorb that. You don't have to do it, but at least absorb the information that you're getting.
They shouldn't be haters either. Like on the other side of it, they shouldn't be haters. So they should have a
because once you start doing it, that's when the haters come. Once you actually start doing it, that's when you know you're winning. When you got them haters out there, come on now. Okay.
Oh man, that's so good. There's some really good stuff in the chat as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
there we go. He's got
them.
some of the chat up there.
Yeah. So I love this. Knowledge not only can come from the show and podcasters, but also the community, and that is so true. And this is what I really want. You know, sometimes, guys, we do have the lights on. You know, I got the camera from, I got the mic going, and my head is going down a particular road based on what I'm talking about now and what I got to go to next. Someone listening is not in that. You know, they don't have the anxiety about what's going on. There's no nervousness. They're just sitting back watching and thinking, and their thinking could be much faster than mine on a totally different track. But them able to share it in the comments and actually add to the show, boom, you got something there. You got something there. So start off simple. This is Conaway here. Start off something, do a basic live show, and then add more automation and other whiz-bagging features later. And that is so true. If you watch my show, it is really, really simple. There's a lot of things that Ecamm can do, but I want to show people that you can make it simple. Yeah, I do have a couple of slides, you know what I'm saying, that's coming up today because we're doing something a little different, adding another person. But this is simple. You know, I have a little stream deck, and I'm just pressing one or two buttons.
This man over there pushing all the buttons, too.
Yeah, we just go.
Hey, all right. We having a good time.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm just making sure people see that. And, of course, going live doesn't have to be an hour long each and every time. Go live for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. So I do want to say going live, I want you to do more than 2 minutes. It is, you went live, Mary, you went live, but there probably wasn't any engagement during that time. So you want to figure out how long must I go live to at least get some type of engagement so you can get that part of it too. And 2 minutes to 5 minutes may not be enough. However, it is enough to provide content. Okay, it's enough to provide content, but you will miss a little bit of that live streaming component of engagement. So you want to be able to say hello, and I think Kirk said it earlier, invite people to the live stream. If you invite to the live stream, you may have more people there than you would have if you didn't invite people. Because I will tell you this, people will not automatically just show up. Like people just because it's YouTube and it's live does not guarantee it does not guarantee that your mother
and just because it's you
show up.
There it is right there. And just because it's you, that don't mean your mama always gonna be there.
Right.
Hey, listen, that's so true, man. That's so true. Oh man, that's so true. That's crazy stuff. But yeah. Oh man, we got some good feedback. I think you came to the right place, Tracy.
Yes,
and this is what I would ask you to do, Tracy. I mean, just because I know what Strick has built here for the Stream Show family and of course for the Ecamm fam as well. Come back and let us know. You know what I mean? Like we're here every Sunday. So come back and let us know. How'd it go? Have you hit your 3 videos yet? When is your first live stream? Like, let's do this together. Let's build this together. And I think that, you know, post it in the community. Jill would want to know that. The whole crew at Ecamm would want to know that. I mean, so yeah, let's build it in public, man. Let's do it together.
And you don't have to bait your friends. I am sure that if you ask them, they would come on. Some people may be nervous, but sometimes it's best to do it all together, right? Let's just jump in together.
Let's do it together. Now, I'm gonna tell you that's the kind of content that's actually flying off the shelf right now. It's doing very well. It's you're not setting yourself up as the sage, right? The expert. You're setting yourself up as the student. It's like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm going to go ahead and show you my process for learning it and getting better and improving. And I'm telling you, the people who follow that kind of process, they're locked in for life.
They are. So
They're
it's
locked
like
in for life.
my guy Alicio Way. Alicio was
Oh,
at the
yeah.
whole time. He was one of the leaders in the community, and the whole time he was saying, "Man, I don't really know what I'm doing, but let me just press this button, and everything would just go to the next level." He was definitely exploring,
Yeah.
but he did that in front of everybody. He had
He
the
did.
humility to say, "I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but this is my 4th camera that I have right here. Let me show you this shot."
Let me show you this one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
gotta love it.
Tracy, I'm looking at your channel. You need to go live. The
is she
story.
ready? She's ready.
I don't the story and looking at the description.
Ooh.
You need to tell those stories.
We looking at the channel? Let's go.
Yeah, we not playing, right? We there's some call to action right here. So Tracy,
yeah, her
Baldwin,
YouTube channel's right there. So let's go.
That is amazing what you've got listed right there, and I can guarantee you have a community. You probably already have a community of folks in real life, but to reach out online and digital across the globe and tell those stories, I implore you. I expect you. I just subscribed. I expect you to tell those stories. That's amazing. Good work. Good work on at least building the front.
I love this.
So we are doing a YouTube podcast audit in the month of September. So if you want to sign up for that, we can actually go through your channel, and it's a growth audit. So what we do is just help you find ways to actually grow your channel. It's not one of those things where you have to be nervous. They're going to break my channel down. It's just very sound suggestions to help you get to the next step. And so we do that live on the show, just what Kirk was talking about. So we'd love for you to sign up for that. And you can always get in contact with me on any social media platform and say, hey, yeah, I would love to be a part of the audit. So we could, it's marketing for your channel as well. So,
it really is. Out of it. I remember them Vlogmas audits that was going on. People were seeing all kinds of stuff on people's channels. It was like, oh, this is dope, this is dope, this is dope. So it's good stuff, man. I'm excited. I love this, man. When James pulled up your channel, I tell you what, that's full coach mode right there. I love it. That's community. That's the power of live. This is Inception almost. Like we're talking about live versus right. That's the show today. I know Strick's got another point for us to kind of debate, but it's so crazy that we're talking about we're actually exemplifying the power of live stream while we're talking about live versus produced. So go ahead, Kirk, Strick. What you got next for us?
I know, Kirk. You can't have this show and be on point if I'm here, because I'm gonna throw a curveball. So I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm gonna sit in the middle of the room
whenever you get ready.
Instead of
live can simplify your productions.
This is my favorite.
How you set up your live stream and what you're doing. When you end the show, it's done.
It's done.
Everything that's going to be in it is in it. You don't have to worry about any kind of post stuff. Yes, you could do some, what you call it, repurposing of that into shorts. Yeah. But the live stream, it is done. Now, of course, we're going to talk about pre-recording. Oh my goodness, I do some pre-recorded stuff, and I have an editor, and I come behind the editor to even edit more. Okay, so it's a 2-3 step process from recording it, getting it edited, and then loading in the graphics on top of it, and then posting it and all the other stuff that has to go on. Where when you are live, some of that stuff goes in on the front end. So I'm doing the graphics on the front end so I can load it in, which, as you can tell, I don't have a lot of graphics going on at all. The content is what we're really pushing on this show, but that can happen. And I think it just makes it easier. At the end of the show, it says, thank you for watching Strick City, or a stream show. Strick City is my other show. Thank you for watching the stream show. And when I wave goodbye, guess what? It's done. I like that
best part. Yeah, I remember we was trying to do a channel opener video for the media ministry where I work, and my the speaker director was being interviewed up in Chicago, and he the host asked him, like, so what is Breath of Life? And he just kind of rattled off this really succinct, dialed in answer. And we were like, man, we should just use that for the channel, welcome video. We're like, yeah, so let's clip that out of the live stream. So we clipped it out, and I'm watching this thing on the timeline. The angles are changing. We had the push-ins, the pull-outs, the dynamics, different graphics were on the video wall behind them as they're talking. I'm like, this is a fully produced video.
Right.
And I didn't have to edit it. It just, that thing just, because it was a live stream that we were clipping out of, and it just, boom, it just blew my mind like, oh, it's live video editing. It's like, you're like what Strick is doing right now, bringing the different cameras on. It's like having a timeline and just, oh, I want this here, I want this here, I want this here. You're editing the video in real time. We're all editing the video. Your comments are being edited into the video. And when this is done, it's actually done. And that to me is a major, like I often ask people the question, like, what would it look like if when you hit the finish button, you are actually ready to post the video? Forget the edit process. So yeah, that's why I developed this whole concept of no video editing required. So all of this, I'm totally in agreement with. This is my favorite part of live, because live is at the top of the content pyramid. I know I'm ready for your monkey wrench, James. Live is at the top of the content pyramid. Okay, because you can get every form of content from live, but you cannot get live from any of the other forms of content.
About 80% of what I do is live. Okay, so about 80% of what I do is live, and about 80% of what I put out is live, and it's either highlight reels, not shorts, highlight reels. So it's 16:9, 3 to 5 minutes of something like this. And there's a distinction, and we can talk about that if you want to. The other 20% is short form, edited, not overly edited. It is edited with a purpose. It is edited with a specific frame of mind and a specific topic. However, not everyone needs to lean in that direction. The live experience can't be replaced and can't be fabricated doing an edit.
Ooh,
you can't have enough J-cuts. You can't have enough glitch effects. You can't have enough sound effects and swooshes in your fancy cinematic, highly contrasted YouTube short that you would get in this 16:9 conversation between me and these two gentlemen right here and the audience. You can't create that. You can't fabricate that. You can't manufacture that in your Final Cuts and your DaVincis after the fact.
That's right.
You can only grab a piece of that moment, but the moment is happening right now. So,
that's right.
80% of what I do, the majority of what my community is telling me to do. I'm anal. I'm anal with the analytics. So I look at what my community is asking from me. So the majority of what they want is this long form content, and then what I call the reboot. Those are the bits and pieces that I send out, and that's that other 20%. But I lean, just like Kirk, heavy into talking on the fly, talking on person, having issues, fixing the issues, and doing it in real life.
Man, so good, man. I love that. I got nothing else to add. I thought he was gonna argue with us, Strick.
I'm gonna get you later. But right now we on the road. We got folks from Ireland here, so we got Into Trade. Oh my God, Into Trade. That's my guy right there.
Yeah, man, we got people from Ireland coming through. I mean, you can't really see that when you're recording and posting a recording. Today we're talking about the difference between live and recorded video. I think everything has a place. I will say this. I'm going to say it now because I may repeat it later on. But what's your real skill set? What's your superpower when it comes to creating content? Like I said, my background is in radio. Guess what? You hit the button, you start talking. It is live, okay? You are live. So I had years of experience of going live before I ever went live through YouTube. Now, that's my superpower. but what's yours? Because sometimes
Mm.
people can build a great story and record it and put in graphics and post it, and it's way better than my live. Now, you may not have integration when it comes to engagement with your audience, but depending on your skill set,
Yeah.
your skill set could and content could override the engagement, and you still can grow an audience without going live. But if you try to
Wow.
go live and it just don't compute, you don't have the personality for it. Charisma is a big thing, and I'm not saying this to stop someone from going live, because you need to experience it. But what is your strong suit? All right, where's your
Ooh.
real superpower when it comes to creating content? And I feel like you need to lean into that. All
Yeah,
right.
man. Oh, wow,
Ooh.
bro.
That's
You
a
said
whole
a lot
hour
right
right
there.
there. I know. Good Lord. Are
I
you
don't
going to
even
just blow
know.
by it?
How do we even, because you got to unpack that.
Yeah, you
You got
can't.
to unpack that.
Go ahead, Kirk. You first.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Strick. We got to. We can't
yeah.
do this.
So Strick, no, I hate it. I hate that, I want to stay, but no, you're so right. What is your superpower? What do you bring? Because that level of authenticity, that
Yes.
level of awareness of what you bring to the table, it's not better or worse.
It's
It's just
authentically you.
unique. It's yours.
Yes.
And you want to figure that out, because otherwise you become noise in the sea of sameness, as our good friend Stephanie says, right? You become noise in the sea of sameness if you
Come on.
haven't figured out, what am I uniquely bringing to the table? And, so let's take, for instance, Rock Bottom Diaries. I mean, she's got a testimony. Tracy's
Right.
got a testimony. She's got an entire story. She said, I want to save lives, right? I mean, she's
Right
using
there.
what's already written into her story as something that cannot be, like, nobody else has that. Somebody else may have a similar story, but not hers. And she's leveraging hers,
Right.
being
That's
a good
awesome.
steward of what has been written into her story. And by doing that, man,
Tracy, it
you
is your
stored your story with
duty.
content. It's so many things. It's so many things that come out of that. But that's a major differentiator, because that's what I try to focus on with people when I talk about this whole concept of no video editing, is not so much that I'm just taking the focus off of the edit process.
Yeah,
because I think the society has put so much emphasis on the edit process, like the edit is going to make the video better. Actually, no.
Mm-hmm.
The way you communicate and what you communicate makes the video better. And when we remove the whole need for editing, then what you're left with is, what do you really want to say? And that's what most people want to avoid. Why they talk about, oh, I really would love to get into content, but I don't know how to edit. Nah. What do you want to say? Well, I never really thought about that. And then what are we talking about editing for?
Yeah.
So yeah. I love what you're saying, Strick, because bringing your superpower to the table is super critical. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll end and let you go with what you want to do, Strick. No one else can answer that question for you.
They can't.
You can't hire enough coaches. You can't hire enough mentors. You can't ask anyone else to do that piece for you. You literally have to have that vision board. You literally have to have that in your moleskin or your field notes or whatever it is that you leverage and you utilize, and have that documented down and know where you are, know where you want to go, and literally document that process. But you have to do that yourself. There's no way Kirk can do that for anybody else. He can help
at all
steer, and he can help provide information. But at the end of the day, you have to own that piece, and you have to be willing to own that piece. There's no shortcuts to this. It was fun in games when we had the pandemic and we all got together, right? It was fun in games then because we all wanted to.
It was right.
But many of us now, we business
stuff.
Folks. Now I want to say we business, but I'm trying to keep it. We now is we business folks.
Yes,
and this is how we show up. This is what we
turn
do.
Corporate.
Come on.
Hey, brother, we do invoices now. We don't.
Come on.
It's no.
Yes, sir.
Come
Yes,
on.
It's
sir.
less Cash App and Zelle. Now it's
Come on.
Hey,
see,
listen, it's schedule links. You hear
come
me?
on now.
Like, yeah, here's my link. You can schedule it there. Tanya Smith. I'm shouting you out right now.
It's Tanya in the chat. Hold
Is she
up.
in the
No,
building?
she's not in the chat. I'm just
Oh,
putting it
okay.
out there. So
Oh,
because
okay,
if you want
okay.
to talk to her, she's
Yeah.
gonna send you a link. And I love her. I love you 100%. So let's do this. Let's go to Peter's question, because I think it's a good one while we're talking about all of this. Peter's question is, what's your preference for days of the week and times to go live? Who wants to tackle this one first?
Oh yeah, let me dive into this one. I don't necessarily prescribe to a particular day of the week or a particular time, except for what's going to allow you to be consistent. What day and what time allows and enables you to be consistent? What day or what time can you commit to you?
Right.
Yes.
And make that verbal contract with your audience. That's the only area where I would put importance on it. Now, there are some folks who I like to nerd out on analytics. I like to figure out what are the times that people, but here's the truth about this.
Come on. I think you're going to go where I wanted to go.
Those times change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those times change. Today, this week, this month, maybe for the rest of the year, a particular day and time might be the one, but then come January, things shift. Now, are you going to change the time and date of your show? No. You're going to be consistent. So that's why I'm not a big fan of just you really want to pick the evening hours, it's also going to depend on who your target audience is. It's going to depend on you. It's going to depend on what kind of content you do.
Yeah.
If you're talking to the business world, maybe early morning might actually be better. I don't know. You want to get people in that morning commute. There are people looking to dial into content every hour of the day. When I was doing Amazon, I was doing live streams at 10 o'clock at night. And it had 30, 40 people on that joint. But it was the consistency that let people know he's going to show up. So more important than the actual date and time, I would want to throw the question back to you, Peter, and ask what date and time would actually enable you to be consistent. Yeah. And if you know what that is, then pick that time.
What about you, James? What do you think?
Because that's the part that matters right now. Because we're global. We got Ireland, we got Australia. We probably got some other folks in here right now, right? And what's morning for Kirk, I'm still in bed. Yep. Don't call me at 4 o'clock in the morning when he trying to be up and don't expect me to go live, right? Again,
word.
Think globally, because that's you're not just reaching the audience that's in your neck of the woods and your area code and your zip code. If you're going to put yourself out here in these internet streets, make sure you do it, like Kirk was saying, when you're comfortable, when you can be consistent, when you can show up every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific time to make sure that you are there for your audience and your community. If you can't do that, well, maybe you need to find another time. If you can't do it, if you set the time up for 4 p.m. on Sunday and you can't be there, that needs to be pre-recorded. You still have to show up because Marianne's going to be there.
Yeah.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning in Australia. I don't know what time it is right now, but she stayed up so she can come to this show. So Peter, make sure, like Kirk said, you're comfortable with the rigor, with the schedule, with the requirement, and with the expectation of serving your community. Because it's not about you, brother. It ain't about you. You putting yourself out there to serve your community. So if you can show up every Sunday at 4 p.m., do that and bring it every single time. Make sure you bring the energy. Make sure you bring the enthusiasm. Make sure you bring the knowledge.
Love it.
Again, we level yourself up, man. Level yourself up. But I don't. That's all I wanted to say, man.
No, that's great. That's great. And we're all saying the same thing. No, I did. So
to the curb up in this.
Listen, James. In radio, there's one thing you absolutely can't do, and that's have dead air. So
can't have it.
You can't have dead air. So instead of you finishing, sometimes it's I would say something verbal just to put air between you and myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you kept talking, I would be quiet just to keep you going. But I
It's
would
all
try
right. I
to.
got a thick skin, brother. Listen, I'm
Yeah,
calloused. It's
it's not
okay.
that. It was definitely. I promise you, I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was just making sure we went to the next thing, or I was able to
Hey,
make a
man,
good
I love it.
transition. That
Strick
being
was like,
said,
okay, anyway.
I love it. I love it.
let's do this. I think Matt had a good answer to that question as well. Best time to go live at the publish. I have two answers. One, what works best for you? Two, YouTube has a heat map where when your audience is on YouTube. So you might want to check that out as well. If you're new and don't have an audience, we're going to go with number one, which is what's the time that works best for you. Now, he is so
Hey, Matt
correct.
should have said something about being consistent because Matt goes live every single day.
Is he live?
Matt, what time you go live? 4 o'clock in the morning?
Let us know.
My
man.
time, at least. So
Yeah,
Matt is a true
definitely goes live
testament to
every day.
consistency.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about that. Matt
that
is
makes the
definitely one of
difference.
those guys.
Let me continue to go here.
Sure.
Live comes with a price that you cannot take back. So when I say this, when it comes to live streaming, once you have bought the microphones, the lights, and the great camera, you're about to go live. Your guests, whether they're good or bad, you can't take that back. Okay, it is embedded in the stream. Your mistakes, the price you pay for the mistakes that you make, it is there. So I'm trying to build a great idea for everybody to where you know that live does have a price to pay. When you go live and you hit that button, there's no 7-second delay here. Okay, like live is live. Now it may be from us being live to YouTube. There's a 20 to 40-second delay for that, but it's already embedded. I can't take it back. I can't just stop the stream, right? So it is there, and that's the cost that you pay for live streaming. That's probably one of the negative side of live streaming is that the investments have been made and you can't always control what is going on, especially when you have guests. Okay?
Got it.
So
Yeah.
you can't control when people decide, hey, today is the day I want to come to your Strick. So it's going to be today and not next week.
I ain't putting my business on the street like that. Okay.
James
put all my
be on
business
next week too. We have a panel show coming up next week that you don't want to miss at all. We're going to be talking about what's good for podcasting in 2026, and Kirk is going to be there. I'll be there, and James will be there.
Let's go.
And we have Junaid is going to be there, and we got a couple other guests coming through. So that being said, there is a price to pay for live streaming. And that price is already done.
It's already done. I like that price.
Nothing wrong. That price, right? I'll pay that. That price is
price is right. Price is priceless.
Priceless, brother.
We
want stuff to go wrong. We really do.
We want it to go wrong. Explain that.
We have gotten to a point where we have planned for contingency, and you can only get to this point after you've gone through the practice and after you have other things that happen. I want the lights to go out. I want the camera to flip because I've got contingencies in place to know when those things happen. You can't prepare for everything, but you can plan for it.
Yeah, you can.
If the mic goes out, I got another one right here looking in my mouth right now that I can do. If these two lights go off, I got a light over here. Right. So again, you either build that infrastructure, you build your checklist, you build those insurance policies for your live environment. So I expect something. If something doesn't go wrong, I chalk it up to, okay, it was okay. But again, the price of live stream is knowing how to move, bob and weave when those types of things happen. How do you engage? How do you react to that? And when your community sees you, how you react to something that doesn't go the expected way, I think that builds credibility as well. Oh man,
absolutely.
Kirk his camera went gone for a minute, or his mic was gone for a minute. How did he deal with that?
Yep.
Oh,
how did he deal with that?
These steps. Maybe I can learn from that as well. And then there's a teachable moment right there. So
good.
I just want to throw that in there.
I love
No,
it.
that's so good.
I love it. So I was about to say it, and we had it up, but pre-recorded gives you that control back. All right, pre-recorded gives you that control back. Where you miss it with the live stream, or you know, it's a price to pay there. I actually had a podcast that I asked a question that I felt like my guest didn't answer well, or I didn't communicate. I was going to ask that question, and on my show, I like for my people to look good and not look bad. So I was able to take out that section before I posted it, so they wouldn't look bad, if that makes sense. And that's what I feel like live gives you that, pre-recorded gives you that live doesn't. Like, you know, basically if you come to the stream show and we're live and you get a question, you better do your best job. Just start juggling. I don't know, do something.
Gotta start.
Oh, man. So, you know, that's a part of it that you can get with pre-recorded. You can kind of manipulate what it is, good or bad. You know, some people you have to watch going on to their show because they can make you say something you didn't say. Yeah, they have the power, they have the control. So you want to really be thoughtful and trust that person before you get out there.
That's such a good point.
All right, so let's keep going. Pre-recorded is better. Can create a better YouTube video. Now that's a point to be made, brother. At the end of the day, live streaming with the engagement piece only helps a part of the audience.
Yeah.
The engagement, like when we're engaging with Marianne and Matt, and you know, we have new people coming in. Peter is here. There's so many folks that's on the stream with us today. But after the stream, we shouted all these people out. Somebody else is watching it. They would never get that shout out.
No, they can't.
They would get that engagement. At that point. Yeah, it's set in stone at that point. Now, they would say, man, I really like the way they do that. I want to be sure that I'm on time next week so I can get my
next time so I can be there. Yeah. Exactly.
But when we're recording it, you know, you have to have something else to engage the people. Kirk has done this really, really well. And in the past, I remember, Kirk, you actually was doing, but it was live. Oh, my God. So I'm about to use an example that Kirk did live, but you really can. You can do this in pre-recorded, which was, you had explain that part where you were doing a letter on your show that people had to keep up with. It was 31 days. And was it live or recorded?
It wasn't live. It was, so for Vlogmas, I remember. Yeah, it wasn't live. I was doing the videos every day, and I did I think it was 31 live streaming tips, you know, to grow engage an audience. And I actually so every day I did a video, and every day I had a PDF that was downloadable for the tip of the day. And in every video, I had a letter. And every week, those letters would spell a word. And if you send in those words, I would send you the PDFs for that week. And I still get these words in. I still get them, even now. And I have some automation set up to be able to send out those PDFs. But the thing that was really dope is that
hold on. You're saying that people are still watching those videos and are still engaging with that?
Absolutely. And still looking for the letters.
2-3 years later?
I think it's longer than that, brother. I think it's like, was that 2020? So that's like 5-6 years later.
Wow.
But the other thing that blew me, well, the other thing that I just kind of grew, I wish I could tell you it was intentional at the outset, but as I got around day 20, I realized like, oh, this could be an ebook. And so I put all 31 tips into an ebook and began selling that. And it's, you know, and that thing just kind of took on a whole life of its own. So you hit the nail on the head. Those were produced videos, but it made it simple. I'd come up with the 31 tips already, and I knew I was going to do those as every day. But in order to engage the audience, even from a produced standpoint, I just put this letter in there. And the letter would just pop up on the screen in different places. you had to watch the video in order to know what the letter was, because I didn't know what the letter was when I was recording it. So I didn't even say the letter. But people would watch the videos. They would string together the letters and make a word, and then the word that I was creating was part of the ebook. Like I actually expounded on that word in the ebook. Yeah. No, it was. I every now and again people do ask me about this, and I'm glad you brought it up today, Strick. But it was a crazy scenario, but it was wildly impactful. And I can't tell you how many times I sit across from somebody on a discovery call and they're like, "Man, reading through your ebook, and that ebook is old now. I actually use it as a lead magnet. I don't even sell it anymore." Wow. But it's amazing to see 31 live streaming tips. Boom, grow and engage an audience. That's another thing that you can absolutely do. Please steal it. Please. I think it's a great practice for any of you who are trying to engage from a produced standpoint. You still want that live component. You want to make that two-way street. You can still do that in your produced videos by engaging and gamifying the content.
I like that. James, what do you think?
No, I like the creativity of that, because naturally or originally, or you talk to whomever else out there, I really like that, man. That creative piece right there. They would say, put a pin comment in your pre-recorded videos, put the end cards in, put the tags and things like that, to still bring about some call to actions and some engagement and some pre-recorded. But those are the typical means of reaching to your community after the session has happened and on the pre-recorded. Think outside the box. Right. Like Kirk is saying right there. This man is making PDFs with golden nuggets integrated and built into it. So everyone has that skill amongst themselves. And totally I say that, and I lean into that, because regardless of what you think these YouTube or these content creation gurus are saying, they're not you. I almost said something else. But they're not you. And you understand your message, you understand your community, and you know how to reach folks even when they're not live. You know how to reach folks when they come 10 hours later and watch the pre-recorded. How do I reach out to that person and have that conversation? So think outside the box and be creative. That's dope, man. I want to give you them flowers on that. That's pretty cool.
All right,
Thank you so much, sir.
I think that's great as well. We want to keep going to the next thing, over editing. Like, this is a part that you get into that trap of making sure everything is perfect when you are pre-recording some things, and you really want to do your very best to not get into that trap when you are recording your video.
I got to jump in here.
Easy to do. Yes, sir.
I got to jump in here, Strick. Contrary to popular belief, the edit starts long before the video is on the timeline.
Okay.
The edit starts in your mind. And see, this is the problem with editing. This is the other trap. I think like what Strick has shared is a baseline. Like, the over editing piece is a trap.
Yeah.
And it's far more invasive than people give it credit for.
Okay.
Because I can't tell you how many times I've done a video project and they were like, "You could just edit that out, right?" I'm like, I could, but why don't can't we just record it right? Can you can you make my face a little smaller in post? No, I'm you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a trap that we can get into, because when we give ourselves permission to edit the video, we are giving ourselves permission to not be a good communicator. Oh, okay. Let me stop. Let me pause for a second.
Yeah, Paul, let that marinate. Let that marinate. We're gonna have some dead air. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me let that settle. Let me Myron Golden says exponential growth is on the other side of better communication. Everything gets better when you're a better communicator. And live streamers exponentially have learned how to self-edit and communicate better.
Okay.
But when you give yourself permission that I can just half-ass it. I'm sorry. I can
There it
just
is.
phone it in. I can
Don't
just
do it.
give you my whatever, and then you leave the genius up to the editor to make it look good. What happens when you get on stage and there's no
Can't do
editor?
that. Oh my gosh.
Guess what? You've practiced, you've actually drilled into your own mind that this is how I show up. This is how I show up. I actually had a guy say to me, "Hey, I did this presentation. I'd like for your editors to kind of edit it up and blah, 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 because I don't want what I presented to be the only thing that's out there. I want it to be polished." And I'm like, so you're saying the way you presented it is not as good as what we're going to edit? It's a bad space to be in. So it's a major trap. It's a major trap. That's the whole concept. When I tell people the no editing required, I'm really just giving them permission to become a better communicator.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. It helps people. Like I said, my experience is ready. You press the button, it is what it is. There's no taking it back. Okay. It's no taking it back. So you learn how to do things better. So we're live streaming right now. I have my stream deck set up and I'm looking because I have guests and I can look down. But I've also had times where I know exactly where to put my thumb based on the edge of the screen.
Yes, sir. I've done that.
I'm looking at the camera right now. Okay. And I can actually switch because I know where the buttons are.
That's that muscle memory right there.
Yeah, I know where the buttons are. I can just switch. I'm talking to you and I'm switching.
Yep.
Okay. So that does come with a little time, but there's a way to do this. If you do it right, you can actually, like you said, just make it good. Okay. Just make it good in live. All right. So the edit doesn't have to be crazy. Or when you pre-record it, you can pre-record. I'll put it to you like this. For the sake of time, well, we're at an hour right now, James.
He's specifically talking to me. You notice that, Kirk? He know I'm building up with something. He know I got the pot is about to boil over.
Well, let's let the pot boil over before I say this last point because we may be thinking the same way.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm interested to see this now.
But I want to hear what you got to say, James.
I'm gonna keep it brief. We're gonna be cognizant of time. I already said it before. Show up. You can't mail this in.
Yeah.
And you got to bring that energy. And if your folks are here when you're live and you're only just doing C and D work, they're not going to come back. And they're not going to tell anyone else to come check you out. Show up right the first time, like Kirk said, especially if you're trying to position yourself as a subject matter expert, a trusted advisor, a coach, a teacher, a mentor, whatever adjective you want to use in your life. If you don't show up the right way, man, I can't get down with you.
Right.
I just can't. I mean, just plain and simple. No big corporate words. If you don't act right, then I can't get down with you. So I only hang out with real people. Kirk is like this all day, every day. Strick is like this all day, every day. And y'all know, I don't have no airs about me. This is me, right? And but we give you this knowledge. No one is there's no crabs in this barrel. We're not gatekeeping. We telling you what you need to do. Why? Because we've been through it and we're going through it with you.
Strick, it's your time. All I want to say is that trap also leads into people thinking that what you've done is AI because it's over edited. I'm done.
This real right here. This is what is it? It's not Memorex. This no. I probably dated myself on that.
Come on, Memorex. Come on.
Yes, you did.
Memorex.
You know what I'm saying?
So it is so true. It's such a true point right now. What is more valuable? I'm searching for another vehicle, guys.
Come on.
And I don't want to. Vehicles are just so expensive right now. It is what it is. We are in the days where a normal day-to-day car, Like they're making normal day-to-day vehicles over $100,000.
Yes, they are.
Like I don't understand
Mhm.
that. Like you're telling me people are paying over $100,000 to drive this vehicle every day. I'm not talking about your fancy car that you drive on the weekends that you just wipe and then put it in the garage. You just take it out to wash it and put it back. I'm talking about an everyday vehicle over
An
$100,000.
everyday vehicle, bro.
That's a lot. I'm
Crazy.
not listen. If you can afford it, that's fine. I'm not saying that this is not a bad buy. I'm saying for me, I was looking for something different, and they
Yeah.
have this vehicle that Toyota started making in 2007. It's called the FJ Cruiser. Okay,
Oh
FJ
yeah.
Yeah.
Cruiser
Yeah.
is right now is a doggone collector's item. It is going for they made it between 2007 and
Really?
2014 in the States. And what
Yeah.
you can get a 2014 now for over 100,000 miles
No.
is
Wait a minute.
more than what it sold for new.
Hold on. What?
Wow.
Yes.
FJ. Like that?
FJ Cruiser.
Okay.
Now I like it because it's a very unique style looking vehicle.
It
It's
is.
kind of like
It is.
it's
Yeah.
an off-road vehicle. I don't need an off-road vehicle, but I do like the fact that I could put my video equipment in the back of it because right now, that's more important than anything. Being able to travel with my video equipment, even with the C-stands, you just need space for some of that stuff. But I am over, like, just looking at this vehicle because I wanted it before I knew how much it cost. And then I'm looking at, man,
Mhm.
there's nowhere in the world that I'm buying a 2014 vehicle of any size. Well, maybe if it was a Maybach or something for 30
Watch out now.
grand,
Right.
Watch your tone.
Right.
Watch your
Right.
tone. Mhm.
it's there. And I'm saying that to say the uniqueness of the vehicle, their ability to put modifications on the vehicle. There's a community that's all they want. So the modifications they put on the vehicle customizes it for you. Now you
Mm.
could sell it and somebody else likes the way it's customized, but a lot of these vehicles don't look like what they came from the factory looking like. And
Mm.
Y'all
and
catch this.
it's
Strick speaking in parables right now, y'all.
I'm
Y'all
trying to
catch
give
what
it
He
he's
is.
saying.
I'm catching him as well now. I hope the people are picking it up.
I'm trying to give it to you. So
Yeah.
but we're talking about something that was made in 2007 and 2014 for the United
Yeah.
States. They're still making them overseas, but
Mhm.
it is a gas guzzler. So you're not going to get gas efficiency, but that's not why people were buying it. They were buying it for
No,
the
not at
off-road
all.
capabilities.
Yeah.
That being said, if you make a product or a video that's authentically you, it has the ability to get better over time.
Time.
Okay? It has the ability to get better over time. Now, if it's perfect, like there's a lot of perfect vehicles out there, and a perfect vehicle would be the Land Cruiser from Lexus. Built in the
Mhm.
same time. A Toyota
Mhm.
truck is more expensive than the Lexus truck, even though the Lexus truck has all the bells and whistles and still would have the
So crazy.
longevity and the
Yeah.
Toyota, the maintenance is low on a
Oh yeah.
Toyota.
Oh
The
yeah.
maintenance is
Oh.
low on the Lexus, so you don't have to worry about that. But the Toyota FJ Cruiser
Mhm.
actually
Mhm.
costs more money now in the same time frame than a Lexus
The
Land
Land
Cruiser.
Oh, wow.
So I'm
Mm.
saying that to say, guys, and you can take it off road. It's rugged. It's modifiable. It's customizable. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles on
Mm.
the inside. Like it doesn't have you can get them that they're modified now with like a navigation screen. But Toyota, they were just putting a radio in that thing and sending you down the road, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I'm saying that to say, if you are creating content that's authentically coming from you,
Mm.
with all the mistakes,
Come on.
with all of the curves, with all of the laughs, with all of the moments of real impact, AI
Mhm.
can't touch you. No matter what
You're sure
AI
right.
does, it cannot touch you. Okay, so people could be watching this for years and get the point that we're making today 10 years from now. Because this is an age-old conversation, live versus recorded. This will always be the question. I believe it will continue to grow to be the question because a lot of pre-recorded material is out there, even if it's live to tape. Like some of the podcasts now are doing live to tape. So it was live and you're watching a replay of it live, but nothing will beat being there in the live 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday nights. There's nothing that will beat being there at that time. Even the replay can't beat it. All right. So this has been great, guys. I have a couple of other slides that I wanted to show, but it doesn't, it doesn't really help us. I have one last thing, but I don't know if you guys want to have a rebuttal to just what I said.
No. I like it. I say go for the last thing. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Last thing is, Kirk, you're gonna like this one. There's an ability for you to have a hybrid style show.
Ooh.
Okay. So not just live, but you can actually use pre-recorded segments inside of your show to where you can actually build in your own breaks. You can build in another voice. You can build in certain things into the live show that is a hybrid of the two. So it's live, but with pre-recorded outtakes.
Yep. When my wife and I did our show, Incubator's Couch, we would always interview a entrepreneur, business owner here locally in Huntsville. We would interview them at their, convenience, right? So they come over to the house, the studio. We record the interview that's just with them, and we would just stack those. We just stacked them. We would record these interviews, and we'd have these conversations stacked, and then we would go live for our Incubator's Couch show because it was a live show, and then we would play the interview with this guest. But we had segments of the show that were just us live with the audience, but the guest piece that we tried to keep those down to like 10 to 15 minutes. And people loved it.
Loved it. Yeah.
Loved it. So that hybrid approach is absolutely something that'll work. And one of my coaching clients, we were talking about this is on Friday during our call. I was recommending because he's got a lot of stuff, a lot of different pieces. And I was telling him we could consolidate that into one live show. And he's like, well, this other piece, I really don't want it to be in the studio. I'm kind of out here and everywhere. I'm like, well, just record that and then drop that into the live show as a segment of the live show, but it's on location. And it kind of, gives a different flavor. He is so over the moon with that idea. He's excited about doing it that way. He's just kind of like, man, I never thought about just playing. He's like, man, I'm enjoying watching the comments while I'm playing that clip into the live show.
It's a rest period. Like there's something else you could do during that time. You can just breathe during that time. It's not like doing a live show. If you don't have guests, like when you guys talk, guess what? I'm resty. I'm listening.
It's so true.
I'm there, but I'm able to rest. And if you have a recorded piece, you can just sit back, look at the comments, and all that other kind of stuff.
Oh, it's so good, man. That hybrid approach, it is definitely, it breaks up the monotony. It's not just you doing the talking head. I mean, you could be out on the street. You could do, listen, Jimmy Kimmel does Man on the Street every episode of his show. I mean, so we're not, splitting the atom here. We're just borrowing concepts and ideas and figuring out how it might work in our own context. And I think for many of you guys that are watching with us today, that may be something to really think about. Like, man, what would it look like for me to have like a 5-minute segment where I'm not in my studio or at my normal streaming location and I'm out here doing something, I'm recording that, maybe I'm look, James is behind the scenes of all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's so many different things you could kind of showcase and then just bring that home and plug it in. Ecamm makes it so simple. You play that thing right. I mean, listen, you could play it. You could have a little logo twirl. You could put a little lower third on that bad boy. You do all that with Ecamm. Before you know it, you got a whole segment of the show. So that's a cheat code. Thank you for sharing that one with us, Strick. That one was dope.
James, what do you think?
I would say that technology has gotten out of the way too, right? It's not necessarily difficult to do that.
Right.
One, we all have these $1,000 cameras and video cameras in our pocket anyway.
So
right.
true.
We've got these devices when we are at the park, when we're in the car waiting on the kids and carpooling. We've got the technology. There's no excuse anymore.
Nah,
right? And
really,
you can iterate and be creative and do this hybrid when it makes sense. Right. Don't try to just jump out of the box and do a whole different type of flows show. Right. Again, get your feet into the water so you understand what you're doing first, and then iterate into some more of these advanced types of capabilities.
So good.
But again, it's not difficult to do, so don't let that get in your way.
That's right. That's right. It makes it really easy.
Good.
I missed a couple of things inside of the comments that I definitely want to talk about too, because we were just going so fast. But he's like, hey, he understands what I was talking about with this vehicle, that FJ Cruiser 5.
Yeah, see, I was really proud when you were talking cars, because you don't want to talk to me about cars. I'll have you spending that. I'll have you spending that money.
Hey, listen, this is at $20,000, that vehicle is older than 5 years old, and over 200,000 miles on it, which is dangerous to me. Like, I just don't understand it, but it's out there. So, true, when I interview a politician, I pre-record and go live for intro. Man,
done. Look at that. Done.
Ooh.
That's great. There's a way that you can do. He's saying, hey, that's a power Ecamm, and it really is. Because you get the best of both worlds, I think. Every person is not going to be able to be there at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can find a way to get what you need from your guest at a particular time and then add that into the show. When we do Ecamm, we're getting ready for a creator camp. Guess what? I'm going to have videos from other people. It's going to be pre-recorded, but it'll be on the show. So, all those things just kind of make the difference. I think the variety is what really goes or can help it go to the next level.
Right. So good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it. I think I said earlier what I want to end with. You really want to think about your personal skill set. What are you best at? I mean, I've seen some people do some awesome recorded shows. Okay. My skill set is live streaming. I like to live stream. I like to pre-record as well. Don't get it twisted. Like, my podcast is pre-recorded, and we're able to do some amazing things. The editing process is long, so it's almost a week before I can get it together, and then another week based on my scheduling of when it actually goes live or is uploaded to YouTube. So it could really be 2 or 3 weeks before a segment goes up. But, that's the only thing. When I have a good one, sometimes they jump the line. I was like, this is a good podcast. It's got to jump the line. I want this to hit this week. So sometimes that happens.
I love that. I love that.
James, I'm going to start with you. Any parting words that you have?
I think folks should just take themselves seriously if this is what they want to do, right? Because, as Kirk or someone said, the noise is going to get weeded out.
That's true.
There's a lot of stuff out here online. There are a lot of folks that are pitching, that are trying to present, that are trying to do something, but they're not really in it for the right reasons. I don't know what the right reason is for you, but you know what? At the end of the day, deepen your bag.
Yeah.
Make sure you got the skills, make sure you got the knowledge, make sure you got the insight, the discipline, the experience, the network, all of those things. And I went through all of those specifically because I literally just released a merch that says that deep in the bag.
I love it.
Because that's going to rise above this noise. And we're all rooting for you if this is what you want to do. This is not a sprint. It's going to take a minute. Right? We are here for you. We are here to provide value. We are here to provide direction, but we can't motivate you. You got to be self-motivated. I can't motivate someone else to go out there and do the thing and press record and turn the lights on. Understand those aspects, and you are in great company because, again, like I said, there are no crabs in this barrel. We are all trying to help each other succeed. There's another analogy here, right? There's no I here. It's all team, that kind of thing. But understand, if you're gonna step in these internet streets, and if you want to be a content creator, a subject matter expert, or trusted advisor, that comes with some responsibility as well. And if you don't want that, that's okay. But understand that you will be judged by that.
Wow. That's
That's all I
good.
got to say.
That's good.
But
I love it.
I'm not gonna get invited again. He gonna change the.
You gonna
He
be here
gonna change
next
the.
Sunday. Next Sunday, brother.
No,
Let's do
He
it.
gonna change the
we
code
need
to
your
the front
voice,
door.
Doc. We need your voice. Hey,
I
this
love
is what I know. Strick's going to close us out. So here's what I want to share with you, man. I want to share with for the 13 of you that are still watching. You've hung out with us. You've been rocking with us all this time. This is what I want to give you. And it's an old adage. It ain't even deep. It just simply says, "Be you," because everyone else is taken. Everyone else is taken. That's it.
Hey,
And
listen,
and here's
James. He
here's
tried to
the
get us.
people.
Hold on, Kirk. James. He tried to get us.
He
He
I know.
tried really hard. He
You see
tried
what
really.
he
I'm gonna
do?
get him with this one. Be
Yeah.
you, because everybody
I
else
thought.
is
Hey,
taken. I love it, brother.
I thought I was
Kirk.
dope with my deep in the bag, and
Right.
going through. But then he's like, okay. I thought I had
No.
dropped the
love
mic,
it.
but this fool done turned the lights
Listen.
off.
No, listen. This is I'm done. I want Strick to go, but I just be you because everyone else is taken. And here's what's winning right now. Here's what's winning right now. People who understand the value that's in their story and are making it available as a roadmap to others who are similar to them. That's what's winning. They've done the work to understand what their story is an answer to. And now that they understand that, now it's just a matter of getting to be a better communicator of that roadmap.
Right.
Yeah.
And once you do that, this is content gets simple. Because you're just communicating that piece. You're being a good story of what has been written so far.
That's good.
In your story. Because everyone else is taken.
Like that.
Just be you.
Just be you, guys. That's a good one, Kirk. And James, I thank you as well. I do have one last question, and James, maybe you can help us with this. Can we have a pod on what you think of Valerie?
I saw that come up.
Fritz, what you talking about, man? I don't want to assume. Are you talking about the programming language? What are you talking about? I want to make sure again.
So that I did take a chance really quick to kind of figure it out.
Because Malloy is actually the name also of an it's like an open source programming language that I'm familiar with. But I don't want to just assume that that's what he's talking about.
That's what when I looked it up, that's what came up. So he may have.
Oh, you over there doing some y'all?
I had
trying
to figure it out. You know,
listen, I'm
coming off the dome and you over here Googling.
Yeah.
You have the ability to do that when you know what I'm saying? When you have people on the show.
God.
You have the ability to do that.
While you were talking, I'm looking this up. Like, what is this?
I'm coming off the dome and you over here Googling.
But I knew I did post it to you because I knew you would know.
If that's what Fritz, if that's what you will talk about, brother, we can talk about that. Maybe I don't know if we'll do it on Strick Show or maybe I'll do a video on my channel. But that's kind of
graphic creating.
Let's talk, brother. Let's talk, brother. You know the number to the bat phone. Let's talk about it.
Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Tracy, thank you for hanging there with us tonight. We pray that you will continue to come back and learn from the stream show on the Ecamm Live fan channel. This is something different. We've been on the Ecamm network channel for a while on YouTube. So this is actually our fourth show here on the fam or something like this. And you'll see all of the episodes next week. The three of us will be back with two other people. So we'll be podcasting, we'll be live streaming, talking about what is working in 2026 when it comes to podcasting. So I think that's a good show for you guys to kind of come in and then see some of our ideas about what is happening with podcasting because it's changing, guys. One of the things, there's some YouTube changes, and I think it's going to be better for everybody. The biggest thing is how you're using your voice. All right. That sounds like a good place to end. I'll see you guys
next
week. Thank you, James. Thank you, Kirk. Man, you guys are awesome, man. Appreciate you being here tonight.
Appreciate you, brothers.
Absolutely.
Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I would like to thank you for watching another edition of The Stream Show.